Hello there, folks. I am the Crazy Even, and welcome to Deep Thought. We are continuing our Mega Mania marathon with Mega Man 3, a game I'm not too privy towards, but it's still pretty good, I guess. And here to comment with me are once again the lovely Violet Vilpine Mia.
Sega.
You just had to get in there somewhere, didn't you? Mr. Flameclaw as well.
Yo. Now, off the bat, you said you're not that big on Mega Man 3.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm aware of its shortcomings, but I do actually quite like this game a fair bit, at least compared to certain later entries in the series. But I can already see just from this first screen one of the biggest problems people have with it, in that there's a lot of slowdown.
Ooh, yeah.
It's cinematic.
Yeah, it's a cinematic sprite game, but it seems a lot more poorly optimized than a lot of the other games in the series, because Mega Man's never been technically perfect. You get a lot of sprite flicker, you get the odd bit of slowdown, but it's really obvious in this game.
Not in 5 and 6.
Well, they're a little bit more polished, but you still get the odd little quirks, but it's most obvious in 3, I think.
Yeah, it's a funny story. I read somewhere that Keiji Inafune had taken a lot of responsibilities in the development with this game, and as a result, when the game was supposed to be shipped out, they didn't think it was completely done yet. So this could probably explain why it's in such a really not poor, but just not well. Let's just put it that way. Not well state.
Yeah, it is a little bit rough around the edges, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just not quite as clean as you might have hoped for.
I hear this is Inafune's least favorite of the series.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, personally, again, it's still a good game, honestly, but it's probably my least favorite in this series, because mainly the slowdown, but there's other stuff, we'll get that to when we get that as well. But I mean, it's still good, it's still Mega Man, and Mega Man's for the most part is good.
Yeah, to me, I think a lot of what I like about it is the levels are interesting. The music is fucking amazing. Like probably tied with two for my favorite classic soundtrack. And it's just like, I know some of the bosses are kind of a joke, like as per Mega Man norm, but like they've got some interesting designs.
They're not Mega Man 4 joke though.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Toadman.
Oh, Toadman. Like, funny story about him, he's actually kind of beast in the Game Gear version, but we'll probably talk more about him when we get to 4. But like, here we're seeing another demonstration of slowdown. Like, there's a few spinning tops. Why is this making it slow down?
I think like the number of sprites on screen, like if the 4 is where the slowdown starts to appear, as you can kind of see. 4 or 5, somewhere around that range.
I love how you kind of had to leave it a minute before deciding that you would just take a hit from that to move on.
Yeah, I distracted you from that. Or
My
tried
thing about
to,
the
but it
slowdown.
didn't work.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
My thing about the slowdown is I do believe it is an artistic choice because the Wily Wars replicated it to a T.
No, the Wily Wars was basically it's a more advanced system that it's on, but it feels like a lower generation port as you would go nowadays, purely because the performance is so bad. It's like, that's another thing where it was probably just so poorly optimized. There's no reason why the Mega Drive should struggle with that game, but
Yeah.
it's just really not tidied up after the fact. But there we had Top Man. Like, dude, you didn't stand a chance there.
And yeah, we also get his weapon, the top spin, and it's the worst weapon in the game.
It's fucking terrible, yeah.
It's rubbish.
You think we use it 3 times throughout this entire playthrough, and one of its uses is incredibly hilarious. It's like they just wanted to have it in some form, like make it useful somehow. But we'll get to that later. For now, though, we're heading to Shadow Man, and oh my gosh, this theme is so good.
It's pretty lit, yeah. It's one of them. It's just got such a distinct riff to it. That it's just one of them that can get sort of stuck in your head as well.
Yeah, I love the design of the stage too. It's like these blood waterfalls in this sewer thing.
It's lava.
Okay, lava, but
I
like to think of it as blood waterfalls.
I like how in the bits of lava that you see under the platforms, they went for more of a black and red, whereas a lot of games from this era used to do like red and orange, and it looked a lot lighter and less intimidating.
Hey, who's this guy?
Hey, it's Breakman. And he's going to just jump around like a complete idiot.
He is very easy.
Yeah, this is the introduction of Proto Man, who, should I just give the spoiler away or wait till the end?
It's not really a spoiler at this point anymore, is it? Let's be frank.
Yeah, that's Mega Man's brother. The original Mega Man, actually, he was numbered before Mega Man, but I guess well, we're not playing as Proto Man, so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'd actually be playable until 9, where he's a DLC character. And in that game...
Powered up.
Oh, yeah, powered up. Was that before or after 9? I can't remember.
Before.
Before. Well, yeah, in terms of like the main series and that, in 9 he takes more damage, and I think his shot's less effective as well, so it's like a sort of hard mode to that game.
But he also has the slide.
Yeah, he does have the slide put back in, because for some reason in that game they decided to take away the powers that Mega Man had already like established.
This is also the introduction of the slide ability, and this is one of the things that I think came good from Mega Man 3, because this is a really easy and fast way to traverse throughout the level, and it's just kind of cool to just slide around and stuff.
Yeah, it's good in this game for helping you keep up a pace. In certain later games, the slide, they really slowed it down. Like, I've been playing a bit of 8 recently, and like the slide in that, for some reason, it comes to a complete halt at the end of the slide, so it's faster just to walk. I've no idea why they did that. They just sort of decided to fuck it up for some reason.
8's such a weird game in the series, I see. It's like the only one on PlayStation, and I mean, I hear so many mixed things about it. I'm gonna play it eventually. That's gonna be interesting.
To me, it's a lot easier in certain ways. It's also got a fucking hideous art style. Like, I'll take fucking powered up over 8's art style.
Yeah, I don't care how the weapons menu works, but and this is one of the only uses of the top spin, and the hitbox is just so small that, I mean, I don't think you can use that thing without taking damage. It's just not possible.
But you have to line yourself up perfectly, which when you got someone like Shadow Man jumping all over the place, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, but we also get, by beating Shadow Man, I suppose this is this game's Metal Blade, but it has a somewhat smaller range. I mean, you can still shoot in a bunch of different directions, but I mean, this is a weapon I've used a lot throughout this game. It's no Metal Blade, but gets the job done, I guess.
One thing I had to discuss, I suppose, is that the graphics have improved a lot from Mega Man 2.
Oh yeah, they have.
There's a lot more detail in the sprites, and especially it's the backgrounds that really tip you off. Like, this is a fairly simple one, but even this looks more interesting than, say, the equivalent in 2, which was Metal Man stage.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, in the manual, the American game manual, they describe these worlds as mining worlds. And
okay.
I don't know why, because as we just saw, like, we were in a sewer with lava, or blood waterfalls as I call them, and before that we were in some place with top spins and whatnot. So I mean, if you want to describe this as mining worlds, I guess that's okay, but meh.
Yeah, the North American plot for this game is weird. Like, it involves like crystals and something like that. The actual plot to this game is, of course, that Dr. Wily's now a good guy and is working on a peacekeeping robot, a massive peacekeeping robot called Gamma, with Dr. Light.
This couldn't backfire at all.
Well, we can trust Dr. Wily.
Yeah, Wily wouldn't mislead us. You know, Wily's pure. Wily's good.
100% sure that he was rehabilitated in the end of the last game. No doubts about it at all.
So I love this, like 4 fucking screens straight of just falling. Which, that, admittedly, that has a purpose here, like, you know, we're going to come back here later, but in, like, the first run, it just seems so pointless to just fall for blank screens. And, like, I forget exactly where, because I haven't played this game, but I've seen some footage of, like, Mega Man Unlimited, and they really take that to the extreme in certain parts, like you just falling through loads of gate screens in certain parts like that. And I think they were playing up just to be dramatic, but it always makes me laugh at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Time for Spock Man to meet his doom. Spark joke here, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a piece of piss here.
Super pissy.
Bye, Sparkman. You were here, I think.
He was a thing that happened. And now we get the Spark... I forgot this weapon name. Here, this thing will show me.
No, it's not the spark plug, it's the spark shock.
Spark plug.
The spark plug is in 9, I think.
Is that Plug Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't put that much time into 9. Like 9, it was either 9 or Wily's Revenge. It was the first Mega Man game I played. I honestly can't remember which, but I remember both of those games giving me a hard time, and then I went back to 2, I think, and beat it with no effort at all. So that was just interesting.
Yeah, Magnet Man's theme is also really bopping.
Yeah, I fucking love the Mega's take on this theme. They did that Don't Mess with Magnet Man song. It's lit AF.
This stage is kind of annoying, though, because I don't care how they do the magnets thing. I mean, the first part of the stage was alright, but then the just later parts when they use the magnet gimmick, it just kind of messes with platforming a lot, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I just want to say a lot of guides for this game absolutely bullshit you saying to go for Magnet Man first. I mean, you can, and if you're good at boss patterns and shit, then do, but honestly, just go for Top Man first, because those guides are fucking lying, because Top Man's pretty difficult with just the Mega Buster.
Honestly, I tend to go Snake Man first a lot of the time. But, like, you know...
Yeah, I tried doing that too, but I got my ass handed to me.
Same.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, there's like this weird sort of weakness order in Mega Man 3 compared to the others, where there's like 2 little circles of ones that you could go after.
Oh yeah, they fucked that up. Stupid.
Well, I get what they're going for. It gives you more options on who to go first. Like, I think one of the things that was like kind of appealing with 2 was that 2 you got a lot of flexibility. So I think with 3 they were trying to add a little bit more challenge in that respect, but also still leave you some options open. If you don't feel like going one guy first, you still got some other choices.
Well, I suppose, but I prefer when the game just has like just a complete straight shoot of bosses to go through. Like, after you beat one boss, you use that boss's weapon to beat the next boss, and so on and so forth. When the game kind of splits it up into 2 like separate like runs where you have to use either a completely different weapon or the Mega Buster to defeat one boss to get that other cycle done, I don't like that.
So what you're saying is you're a casual, got it. But yeah, Magnet Man, I think in the Wily Wars, his attacks are sort of bulks, like they don't always home in properly, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's much easier in Wily Wars.
Easier in Wily Wars? Well, he was pretty easy here.
Yeah, but like...
With the Mega Buster.
Yeah, but he actually aimed at you this time. He didn't just shoot magnets aimlessly.
Oh, bosses, will you ever get difficult? We'll see you guys on the next episode. Maybe that'll happen.